They don't want you to know this. In fact, they begged me not to share it. 0:044 seconds. Because once you understand how female psychology really works, you can't be manipulated. You can't be strung along. 0:1212 seconds. You can't be played. This isn't the soft, polite advice you've heard before. 0:1717 seconds. This is the raw truth about what women actually crave, the stuff they'll never admit out loud. And once you know it, 0:2525 seconds. You'll start seeing the game for what it really is, and you'll never unsee it. 0:3030 seconds. 1. They want your attention, but they crave your absence even more. Every man, 0:3838 seconds, thinks women want endless attention. And why wouldn't they? That's what we're taught. Make her feel special, B. 0:4545 seconds. Available. Give her everything she needs. But here's the truth. Women will never tell you. They don't just want your attention. They crave your absence. 0:5555 seconds. Sounds insane, right? But it's pure psychology. When you're always there, texting constantly, answering every 1:02 1 minute 2 seconds call, available at her every whim, you're safe, predictable, comfortable. And as much as women claim they want that, deep down, it doesn't excite them. 1:121 minute 12 seconds. Why? Because desire thrives in space. 1:161 minute 16 seconds. When you step back, when you create just enough distance for her to miss you, for her to wonder what you're doing, for her to feel that little knot in her stomach. 1:251 minute 25 seconds. When you're not around, that's when you become addictive. It's not about ignoring her. It's about not giving her 1:321 minute 32 seconds 24/7 access to you. It's about being a man with a life, a purpose, a mission that doesn't revolve around her. This is 1:411 minute 41 seconds. Why the too nice guy never wins. He thinks showering her with constant attention will make her feel secure, but 1:49 1 minute 49 seconds. Security without mystery is boredom. She may appreciate him, but she doesn't crave him. And here's the kicker. Even 1:58 1 minute 58 seconds, the most independent, self-assured woman still needs to feel the thrill of wanting. She still needs to feel that 2:06 2 minutes 6 seconds spark of uncertainty. Not about your commitment, but about your focus. She needs to know she doesn't fully own you. 2:132 minutes 13 seconds. That's why she gets hooked on the man who disappears into his own world. The man who can spend hours working on himself, his goals, his craft, and isn't 2:232 minutes 23 seconds glued to his phone, waiting for her validation. This drives her crazy. 2:272 minutes 27 seconds. She'll never admit it, but when you're not constantly available, you're on her mind more. She checks her phone. She 2:35 2 minutes 35 seconds replays your last interaction. She starts craving your presence because it's no longer guaranteed. Women don't. 2:422 minutes 42 seconds. Want you to vanish, but they want to feel like they don't fully control you. 2:462 minutes 46 seconds. They want to know that even though you care about them, you care about yourself more, and that's when your presence 2:532 minutes, 53 seconds becomes intoxicating. Real quick, before we go deeper, I've got something for you. It's called the Attraction 3:003 Minutes Handbook. Inside, I reveal the exact psychological triggers that make a woman crave you using just a few simple moves. 3:103 minutes, 10 seconds. It's free for now, so grab it in the description or the pinned comment before it's gone. 2. Her tests aren't about 3:173 minutes, 17 seconds, annoying you. They're about finding out who you really are. Men hate when women test them. Why is she acting cold? Why? 3:273 minutes, 27 seconds. Is she being difficult? Why can't she just appreciate me for who I am? But here's the harsh truth. Her tests aren't 3:353 minutes, 35 seconds about annoying you. They're about finding out who you really are. When a woman pushes your buttons, she's not 3:423 minutes, 42 seconds doing it to be cruel. She's doing it to peel back the mask, to see if the man you claim to be is the man you actually 3:493 minutes, 49 seconds are. Women live in a world where men put on performances. They act confident, stable, grounded, until pressure hits and then the mask slips. So, she tests you. 4:034 minutes, 3 seconds. She takes longer to reply. She makes a sarcastic comment. She flirts with boundaries and she watches not what you say, but how you react. Do you spiral? 4:164 minutes, 16 seconds. Do you get needy? Do you lash out? Or do you stay grounded, calm, and unshaken? 4:224 minutes, 22 seconds. Most men fail. They either explode in anger or bend over backward trying to win her approval back. Both reactions 304 minutes, 30 seconds. Tell her the same thing. You're not in control of yourself. She is. But the man who passes, he doesn't take it personally. He doesn't overreact. 4:414 minutes, 41 seconds. He sees the test for what it is, an opportunity to show that his emotions aren't dictated by her behavior. And 4:484 minutes, 48 seconds. That's when she feels something powerful. Respect. She realizes she can't manipulate you. She can't shake. 4:574 minutes, 57 seconds. You. You are who you say you are, with or without her validation. This is why so many women are drawn to men who seem 5:055 minutes, 5 seconds, unbothered. It's not that they don't care. It's that they refuse to let tests pull them out of their frame. And here's 5:135 minutes, 13 seconds, the secret. Women don't want you to know. When you pass her tests, you become the rare man she can trust. Not 215 minutes, 21 seconds. Because you told her you're strong, but because you proved it without saying a word. 3. She'll never tell you this. 295 minutes, 29 seconds. But she wants a man who can say no to her. Every man thinks women want someone who will give them the world. Do 5:385 minutes, 38 seconds, everything she asks. Agree with everything she says. Never rock the boat. But here's the reality. Women 5 to 455 minutes, 45 seconds won't admit. They want a man who can tell them no. Not out of spite, not out of dominance, but because a man who can 5:525 minutes, 52 seconds say no is a man with boundaries. This is deeper than just turning down a request. 5:595 minutes, 59 seconds. It's about showing her that your life doesn't orbit around her moods, her whims, or her approval. When you can say 6:066 minutes, 6 seconds no to plans you don't agree with, to behaviors you won't tolerate, to anything that violates your standards, you send a clear message. I lead myself. 6:166 minutes, 16 seconds. And if you're with me, you're part of my world, not the other way around. That's powerful. That's rare. And that's 6:246 minutes, 24 seconds. Attractive because women test boundaries constantly, not because they want to destroy them, but because they want to. 6:316 minutes, 31 seconds. See if they exist. They want to feel the edges of your resolve. They want to know that if chaos comes, you won't crumble. 6:396 minutes, 39 seconds. Under pressure, the men who can't say no, they end up resented. She might appreciate their compliance for a 6:466 minutes, 46 seconds moment. But deep down, she loses respect for them. Because if you can't stand up to her, how could you stand up for her? 6:546 minutes, 54 seconds. But the man who says no, calmly, firmly, without malice, flips a switch inside her. She sees strength. She feels 7:027 minutes, 2 seconds, safety. She knows this is a man who can't be bought with affection or controlled with emotions. And though she'll never admit it out loud, that's the man she can't stop thinking about. 7:147 minutes, 14 seconds. 4. Her attraction is emotional before it's physical. Here's the biggest lie you've been sold. Women only want men 7 to 237 minutes, 23 seconds who look a certain way or have a certain status. But the truth, her attraction to you is emotional before it's physical. 7:327 minutes, 32 seconds. Yes, looks and status can open doors, but they don't make her stay. They don't make her think about you at night. They 7:397 minutes, 39 seconds. Don't make her crave your presence when you're gone. What does the way you make her feel? Most men never figure this. 7:477 minutes, 47 seconds out. They think attraction is about performing, flexing muscles, flashing money, bragging about achievements. But 7 to 547 minutes, 54 seconds. Women don't obsess over the man who impresses them. They obsess over the man who moves them. When she thinks about you in bed at night, it's not because 8:038 minutes, 3 seconds you showed her your resume. It's because you made her feel alive, seen, safe. 8:108 minutes, 10 second, 6-sided, desired. That's why emotional connection matters more than men realize. When you're grounded and calm, 8 to 188 minutes, 18 seconds, you make her feel safe in a world that's anything but. When you're playful and teasing, you make her laugh and melt at 8:258 minutes, 25 seconds, the same time. When you stay unbothered during her storms, you make her feel anchored even in her chaos. That's what creates emotional addiction. 8:368 minutes, 36 seconds. Think about the men she can't forget. They weren't always the most attractive. 8:408 minutes, 40 seconds. They weren't always the richest, but they left her with feelings she couldn't shake. Excitement, passion, intensity. 8:488 minutes, 48 seconds. And here's the secret. Emotional attraction bypasses logic. That's why she might leave the perfect guy for the 8,568 minutes, 56 seconds one who makes her heart race. That's why she'll stay hooked on a man who gives her an emotional roller coaster while ignoring the one who treats her like a 9:059 minutes, 5 seconds queen, but feels bland. This doesn't mean you should be manipulative. It means you need to lead with presence, not 9:129 minutes, 12 seconds performance. When you know who you are, when you stay centered, when you create tension and relief like a conductor with 9 to 209 minutes, 20 seconds in orchestra, she feels it. It shakes her, and she can't stop coming back for more. That's why women don't want men to 9:309 minutes, 30 seconds. Know this truth. If you can master her emotions, you'll own her thoughts. And once you live in her head, no amount of looks or status can compete. 9:409 minutes, 40 seconds. 5. She wants the thrill of the chase even after she has you. Every man thinks the chase ends when she says yes, but that's when most relationships die. 9:529 minutes, 52 seconds. Here's the truth women won't tell you. 9:559 minutes, 55 seconds. She wants the thrill of the chase, even after she has you. When she first meets you, the uncertainty drives her wild. 10:03, 10 minutes, 3 seconds. Will he text me? Does he like me? What does this mean? That tension makes her feel alive, but most men ruin it. They win her, then stop playing the game. 10:1510 minutes, 15 seconds. They overinvest. They get comfortable. 10:1810 minutes, 18 seconds. They make themselves too available, and slowly she loses that spark. It's not because she's ungrateful, it's because 10:27, 10 minutes, 27 seconds. The tension that made you exciting has evaporated, but the man who keeps her chasing, he knows the dance doesn't end. 10:35, 10 minutes, 35 seconds. He doesn't become predictable. He keeps his life full and his purpose bigger than her. He gives her attention, but 10:43, 10 minutes, 43 seconds. Not all the time. He stays mysterious, surprising her when she least expects it. He keeps challenging her, teasing. 10:51, 10 minutes, 51 seconds her. Flirting with her like he did at the start. That's the secret. The thrill she felt at the beginning wasn't about winning you. It was about earning you. 11:0111 minutes, 1 second. About feeling like she had to rise to the level of a man who wasn't going to just hand himself over. And if you stop, 11:0811 minutes, 8 seconds, making her earn you, you stop being the man she fell for. This is why so many women leave good guys for men who seem 11:151, 11 minutes, 15 seconds, unattainable. It's not because they like being mistreated, it's because they crave the emotional high of chasing. 11:23, 11 minutes, 23 seconds, someone who can't be fully tamed. But when you combine commitment with the thrill of the chase, when you give her the security of knowing you're hers, 11:31, 11 minutes, 31 seconds, while keeping that edge of unpredictability, you become the addiction she can't quit. Now you know why women didn't want 11:39, 11 minutes, 39 seconds, this video out there. Because this isn't the polite, sugar-coated advice you usually hear. This is raw. This is 11:4611 minutes, 46 seconds uncomfortable. This is the stuff they wish you'd never figure out. But now you know. She craves your absence as much as 11,541 minutes, 54 seconds, your presence. Her tests are her way of searching for the real you. She needs a man who can tell her no. Her heart, 12:0112 minutes, 1 second, responds to emotion before logic. And the chase? It never ends. If you've seen these truths play out in your own life, 12:1000, 12 minutes, 10 seconds. Drop a comment below. I see it now. And if you want more unfiltered psychology that women don't want you to know, stay tuned.